Set 3, Regulating and Administrative Changes, 1858 to 1861. 1. The Government of India Act, 1858 transferred the power of governance from the East India Company to. Correct answer, A. British Crown. 2. Who was the first Viceroy of India appointed under the Government of India Act, 1858? Correct answer, B. Lord Canning. 3. The Government of India Act, 1858 created the office of. Correct answer, D. Secretary of State for India. 4. The Secretary of State for India was assisted by a council of. Correct answer, C. 15 members. 5. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 introduced. Correct answer, B. Representative institutions by associating Indians in legislation. 6. Which act is considered the beginning of representative institutions in India? Correct answer, B. Indian Councils Act, 1861. 7. Under the Indian Councils Act, 1861, who was empowered to nominate Indians to the legislative councils? Correct answer, C. Viceroy of India. 8. The first Indian nominated to the Legislative Council under the Indian Councils Act, 1861 was. Correct answer, B. Raja of Benares. 9. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 restored legislative powers to. Correct answer, B. Provincial governments, Madras and Bombay. 10. Which act first permitted Indians to be nominated as non-official members of the Governor-General's Council? Correct answer, C. Indian Councils Act, 1861. 11. The portfolio system of government in India was introduced by. Correct answer, B. Lord Canning. 12. Which system allowed members of the Executive Council to be in charge of specific departments? System. Correct answer, B. Portfolio system. 13. The Viceroy's Council after the Indian Councils Act, 1861 had how many additional members for legislative purposes? Correct answer, B. 6 to 12. 14. Which act is known for decentralizing legislative powers to provinces? Correct answer, C. Indian Councils Act, 1861. 15. Who introduced the portfolio system in India? Correct answer, B. Lord Canning. 16. The Government of India Act, 1858 was also known as. Correct answer, A. Act for Good Government of India. 17. Who acted as the representative of the British Crown in India after 1858? Correct answer, B. Viceroy of India. 18. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 made the legislative process more. Correct answer, B. Decentralized. 19. Which act created the distinction between executive and legislative functions in India? Correct answer, A. Indian Councils Act, 1861. 20. The Secretary of State for India was a member of. Correct answer, A. British Cabinet. 21. The first Indian Councils Act was passed in. Correct answer, C. 1861. 22. The legislative councils under the Indian Councils Act, 1861 were primarily. Correct answer, C. Advisory bodies. 23. Under the Indian Councils Act, 1861, laws passed by provincial legislatures required the assent of. Correct answer, B. Governor-General of India. 24. The Government of India Act, 1858 was passed in the aftermath of. Correct answer, A. Revolt of 1857. 25. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 was introduced during the Viceroyalty of. Correct answer, A. Lord Canning. Set 4. Administrative and Legislative Developments, 1861 to 1885. 1. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 allowed the Governor-General to add members to his Legislative Council. How many members could he add? Correct answer, B. 6 to 12. 2. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 marked the beginning of. Correct answer, B. Nominated Indian representation in legislation. 3. The first Indian to be nominated in the Viceroy's Legislative Council was. Correct answer, B. Raja of Benares. 4. The portfolio system in India, assigning specific departments to executive council members, was introduced by. Correct answer, B. Lord Canning. 5. Under the Indian Councils Act, 1861, legislative powers were decentralized to. Correct answer, A. Provinces of Madras and Bombay. 6. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 distinguished between. Correct answer, A. Legislative and executive functions. 7. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 was passed during the Viceroyalty of. Correct answer, B. Lord Canning. 8. The Governor-General's Council could include non-official Indian members for. Correct answer, B. Legislative purposes. 9. Which act first allowed Indian members in provincial legislative councils? Correct answer, A. Indian Councils Act, 1861. 10. The governor of a province could nominate members to the provincial council under which act? Correct answer, A. Indian Councils Act, 1861. 11. The legislative councils created by the Indian Councils Act, 1861 were primarily. Correct answer, B. Advisory. 12. The portfolio system allowed members of the Viceroy's Executive Council to. Correct answer, B. Head specific departments. 13. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 reversed the centralization created by which earlier act? Correct answer, B. Government of India Act, 1858. 14. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 restored legislative powers to. Correct answer, B. Provincial governors. 15. The Act allowed Governor-General to pass ordinances when. Correct answer, B. Council was not in session. 16. Who introduced the first legislative councils with Indian representation? Correct answer, B. Lord Canning. 17. Under the Indian Councils Act, 1861, the legislative councils could discuss. Correct answer, C. Any proposed law. 18. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 was amended in which year for increased Indian representation? Correct answer, B. 1892. 19. The legislative councils under the Act could recommend but not enact laws, meaning they were. Correct answer, A. Advisory. 20. Which viceroy implemented the portfolio system effectively in India? Correct answer, A. Lord Canning. 21. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 allowed the viceroy to add members to councils for. Correct answer, B. Legislative purposes. 22. The Act restored powers to provincial governments to pass laws related to. Correct answer, A. Finance, revenue, and local administration. 23. Under the Act, Indian members were nominated, not elected. This marked the beginning of. Correct answer, A. Limited representation. 24. The Indian Councils Act, 1861 replaced the centralized system imposed by. Correct answer, B. Government of India Act, 1858. 25. Which of the following was a key feature of the Indian Councils Act, 1861? Correct answer, B. Nominated Indian members in legislative councils.